You know, Mark, it is hard to compare. Everybody has their own adjective for today's news. The chief health officer in King County called it unprecedented, but based on the amount of coronavirus cases across the state ballooning now to 366 statewide, the governor says he was called to act.
Today I'm announcing steps to help communities contain COVID-19.
To cross uncharted waters, Jay Inslee says society will need to take a detour.
That this is not just your ordinary flu.
Washington's governor ordering an emergency ban on events of more than 250 people. On the same morning, the World Health Organization made an official declaration.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
The ban extends through King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties, which has been the epicenter of the outbreak, and means events like the upcoming Sounders game at CenturyLink Field are canceled. The Mariners' season-opening homestand will likely be played elsewhere. Other sports played without fans, concerts, spiritual services, and the arts on hold.
We will see more cases, and things will get worse than they are right now.
Federal and local leaders now both seem to agree the virus will spread. Their worst fear, a situation like the one in Italy, where there are now 10,000 coronavirus cases and a healthcare system overwhelmed, struggling to stop the shift.
What you might think of as an infectious disease equivalent of a major earthquake that's going to shake us for weeks and weeks.
Dr. Jeff Duchin is Seattle-King County's chief health officer and points to a UW projection which shows how COVID-19 could expand here with 25,000 cases by April 4th.
He's estimating that we may have up to 1,000 cases in the community, and the blue line shows what will happen if we don't implement any social distancing or community mitigation measures to flatten that curve.
How does any of this get enforced?
If somebody is consciously avoiding it, willfully, and the state knows about that, there are measures to have legal means to stop that from happening. The penalties are you might be killing your granddad if you don't do it. And I'm serious about this. When the governor asked you...
Inslee also told King 5.
So I've talked to some of the business leaders. They understand why this is necessary, including some of the pro sports franchise. I anticipate we're going to have broad acceptance of this.
What do you say to the people who say this is a complete overreaction?
Well, go talk to those families of the 22 people who died and their loved ones. And I think you'll find that these are loved people in our families and they deserve protection. And this is a way to protect them. And the beautiful thing, if there is one, is that we know what we got to do. We simply got to reduce those social interactions.
The order from Governor Inslee is in effect until March the 31st, but Inslee did say today that could be extended. It does not apply to grocery stores and retail outlets. That's the story for now. Live in Seattle, I'm Chris Daniels, King 5 News.
Chris, before you go, didn't King County make an additional order as it relates to these new restrictions today?
You're right, Mark. That came from King County Executive Dow Constantine, and the Seattle-King County Department of Health added restrictions on events that are less than 250 people. That includes daily testing for potential coronavirus of any employee and also putting out hygiene products at those events.
All right. Chris Daniels, live in Seattle. Chris, thank you.